A very warm welcome to the Saitama Stadium in Japan for a fascinating clash in the AFC Champions League. Urawa Red Diamonds against Hanoi FC. Well, it is the reigning champions Urawa who take on the Vietnamese side Hanoi, and there is something of a gulf between them when it comes to the relative experience of the two teams. Pohang Steelers of South Korea taking control of the group early on. Remember, it's only the top team at the end who are guaranteed to qualify for the knockout phase, so the jeopardy is there from the get-go. Rain has been falling steadily at the Saitama Stadium for quite some time now, which will make conditions very interesting indeed. Who will deal with those conditions the best? The reigning champions, Urawa Red Diamonds, facing a side that was playing in the fourth tier of Vietnamese football just 17 years ago. The visitors playing in the group stage of this competition for the first time in their history. Theirs has been a fairy tale rise in the last decade and a half. And they're up against one of the big names of Asian football. Winners of this competition on 3 separate occasions, and all of those wins have come in the last 16 years. They beat the Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal in the final last time the competition was held. This has generally been a very enjoyable tournament for Urawa Red Diamonds in the 21st century. And it is a team in form. No defeats in their last 10 outings in all competitions. It's a mix of Vietnamese players and players from outside Vietnam in this side. Players like Milan Jevtovic of Serbia, Marçal, the Brazilian, Damien Letalec, the Frenchman. As for Urawa Red Diamonds, they have some foreign stars as well, especially in defence. Players from Norway and from Denmark. Well, despite the conditions, they're still generating a terrific atmosphere here. And this is a tough place for opposing teams to go. Tough team to beat. Urawa Red Diamonds currently 3rd in the J-League. They have lost just 5 times in the league all season. Hardy travelling fans of Hanoi hoping to see their team cause an upset. Beaten by Pohang Steelers 4-2 on match day 1. And now looking to bounce back against an Urawa Reds team that had to come back from a deficit in China on match day 1, a 2-2 draw with Wuhan 3 Towns. Needed a late equaliser to get a point on the board. And as these fans see it, a slip up today is not an option. Really is bucketing down. Not everyone availing themselves of the poncho option. Football fans are a terrific breed, aren't they? They will support their team through thick and thin, in any kind of weather. And it should just add an extra air of jeopardy to what's already a very intriguing game. It is very much, in terms of continental competition, a David versus Goliath clash. The home side are the heavy favourites, but as we know, football doesn't always work out that way. And the defending AFC Champions League champions have work to do. So many top teams, so many stories still to be written. We're really just at the start of this journey in this season's AFC Champions League. And Urawa Red Diamonds are hoping for back-to-back successes in this tournament. Standing in their way today, a Hanoi team playing in the group stage for the very first time. Sights and sounds of the AFC Champions League. Kion, a man in form for the visitors, 8 goals in 11 games since joining the club. Pressure on Boytan Chua, the veteran goalkeeper of Hanoi, 37 now. He could be busy in this game. Veteran at the other end as well, 37-year-old Shusaku Nishikawa. Well, Urawa make 3 changes from the side that fought back valiantly to draw 2-2 in China against Wuhan 3 Towns. Vastly experienced defender Hiroki Sakai returns, as does the Norwegian Marius Høybråten. There's also a change in attack. Jose Conte scored a last gasp leveller on match day 1 and is rewarded with a starting spot. Referee Adam Maherneng. Two captains Hiroki Sakai, Van Quiet Nien. As for the visitors, just the one change for Hanoi from the matchday 1 defeat to Pohang Steelers. Brandon Wilson drops to the bench. There's a start for Tan Chung Nien. Striker Joel Tagu scored twice on matchday 1, while Brazilian forward Kion has been scoring goals freely since arriving at the club. Brandon Wilson, you see there, dropping to the bench for Hanoi. Ayumu Ohata dropping to the bench for Urawa Red Diamonds. Plenty of quality in reserve, including the club's record scorer Shinzo Koroki, 37 years old, 155 goals in all competitions for this famous football club. Could be that squad strength is important as the game wears on. And the pressure is very much on the hosts. Didn't win their group last season. The pressure's on to win it this season. Only the group winners guaranteed a spot in the knockout phase. Terrific noise around the stadium, real anticipation ahead of this one. This is the kind of game that really brings out the best in this football club. Urawa Red Diamonds, the reigning champions. Both teams looking for their first win of the group stage. Urawa Red Diamonds, unsurprisingly, in the reds. And Hanoi in the purple. So we're underway on match day 2. Hugely important game as Urawa Reds look to really get their title defence up and running. Drew 2-2 in China against Wuhan 3 Towns on match day 1. Hanoi, very much the group outside, has beaten 4-2 by Pohang Steelers of South Korea last time out. Early touch for Marcel, who's playing in midfield today. He can play in the back three, but operating in that midfield area. Challenged by Dwayne Mando. Bit of space opening up for Sekine, but he couldn't quite work it in fields to Ogiwara. Committed challenge there to win the ball back from Iwao. He'll do that a fair bit this evening. Ken Iwao, he's experienced, 35, very much the glue that holds this midfield together. Here is Ogiwara. Urawa Reds, the defending AFC Champions League champions. They have won the tournament 3 times in 2007, 2017 and 2022. Beaten finalists in 2019, losing to Al Hilal, but got their revenge 3 years later. Here is Iwao to the captain, Hiroki Sakai. Very experienced Sakai. Spells with Hanover and Marseille. 74 caps for his country. Neat and tidy that from Van Kuyet Nguyen. So he's the captain of his team. Good pressing from Tagu, who scored twice against Pohang Steelers. Hanoi were 4-0 down in that game at one stage. Might be a bit of a difference in match sharpness tonight, because Hanoi don't actually start their new league season until later this month. There's Maciej Skorza, who took the club over in November and won the Champions League final in May. Hugely successful as a coach in his native Poland. He twice led Wisła Krakow to the league title, won 2 more Ekstraklasa league titles with Lech Poznan. He's won the Polish Cup 3 times, twice with Legia Warszawa, once with Disco Bolia. He's a winner, no doubt about it. Says this is a very important game for both teams. He believes his players are ready for the challenge. Says his players have huge ambition. Nice little piece of work from Ogiwara, but the cross didn't match it. And there is visiting coach Bozidar Bandovic, who played for some huge European clubs such as Red Star Belgrade and Olympiacos. He's worked widely as a coach in Greece, Azerbaijan, Thailand and India before he came to Hanoi in January. He's already won the Vietnamese Super Cup. He said he suspects his players rather lost control of their emotions after the first goal went in against Pohang Steelers. Said it was a rapid collapse. Felt it might have been a different story if his team had taken early chances. Here is Marcel. Followed by Letalek, who scored an own goal in that game against Pohang Steelers. Here is Hung Dung Do. Space for the captain. Yeah, Nguyen. Mentioned that Hanoi haven't started their league campaign. Urawa Red Diamonds are getting towards the end of theirs. Currently 3rd in the J-League, 8 points behind the leaders Vissel Kobe. And they've lost just 5 of their 29 league matches, so they are tough to beat. They've improved upon last season. They only finished 9th in the J-League last term, ended up 23 points adrift of the eventual champions Yokohama. Forward by Hoibraten. Former Norwegian youth international Marius Høybråten, twice the title winner with Bøde Glimt in Norway, signed for the club in January. To take the throw. Experience, 31 caps for Vietnam, the number 2 for Hanoi. It's Tagu. It's dangerous delivery, well dealt with by Schultz. And now Sakai. Bit of space here for Koizumi. Nice idea, and actually pretty well tidied up, and the goalkeeper Boytanche dealing with the danger. .37 now, Boytanche, 19 caps for Vietnam. Play with his back to goal from Tagu, signed for Hanoi from Maritimo in September. Sakine, 334th appearance for the club tonight. Takehiro Sakine came through the youth ranks with Urawa Red Diamonds a few years ago. Here is Nguyen. Just not managed to create anything sustained so far, Hanoi, but they are getting some interesting attacking positions. Just haven't quite made best use of them yet. Ogiwara. Entirely sure he was expecting that pass from Sakai, but made the most of it, and the goalkeeper had to make sure there. Boytanche making no errors there, taking no chances. It was a booming cross to deal with, and just starting to drift goalwards. Takahashi's cross. Goalkeeper did well. Toshiki Takahashi causing a problem on that right-hand side. He's taking up some good positions already in the opening 9 minutes here. It'll be Ken Iwao to take. Lots of space on the far post and smashed in. Jose Conte, who was the hero on match day 1, strikes early here. He was all alone, drove it towards goal, and Hanoi had no answer. And the 33-year-old comes up trumps again for Urawa Red Diamonds. He steered that volley expertly, but look at the space he's got. I guess the question would be, will it go down as an own goal? It's a bit of a mess on the goal line. Came off Tuan Haifam, but at least for now, given to Jose Conte. I suspect that might be awarded as an own goal in the fullness of time, only because the effort was originally cleared off the line and then hit the defender, but you have to credit Conte with the effort. He's becoming an important player. 9 goals in 31 games for the club before tonight. Here's Sakai. It's very important that Hanoi steel themselves here and don't collapse in the way that they did against Pohang Steelers. Maybe they can come up with something here. Here is Pham trying to get them on the move. Means that Reds have now scored in 11 of their last 12 games in all competitions. They're a tough team to contain for 90 minutes. Hanoi barely managed it for 9 minutes. Here is Conte, neat and tidy from Jose Conte. He was born in Spain, he plays his international football for Guinea, the 33-year-olds. Bit of room to manoeuvre here for Sekine. And a good ball in, and it was a really nice idea. Conte just trying to guide that inside the far post and got too much on it. Close. He nearly worked his across for Takahashi as well. But he's a menace so far. But I do suspect that Božidar Bandović, the coach of Hanoi, will be so disappointed with the way that Conte was given space at that set piece to score the goal. Whether it goes down as his goal or an own goal, it matters little. Headed by Schultz. Proper scrap in there, and the decision goes Vietnamese team's way. No Vietnamese team has ever progressed beyond the group stage of the AFC Champions League, and if you look at the 74 group stage matches Vietnamese teams have played, they've won just 8 between them, and of those 74 they've lost 57. So it has been tough, but it is a matter of pride that Hanoi are representing Vietnam in the group stage for the first time. A club that was only formed 17 years ago was TNT Hanoi. Started life in the 4th tier of Vietnamese football, and by 2009 they'd fought their way up to the top division, and they won their first ever league title at the top level a year later, and since then they've won the league a further 5 times. They've won the Vietnamese Cup on 3 occasions. They're used to winning. Attempted ball from Ogiwara looking for Sekine. Koizumi. There's a real zip about Urawa Red Diamonds tonight. Boosted by that early goal. There's Alexander Schultz. He's been around the block, Schultz. He's played in Iceland, Belgium, Denmark. Former Danish youth international. He's never played senior level for his country. Done by Sekine, bundle of energy. As said, it's a tournament that really gets him going. Tournament. Højbjerg. Approaching the quarter-hour mark, and it's been what we expected really so far. Home team dominating possession, and they have the opening goal. Here is Sekine on the ball a lot so far. Koizumi, the idea was right. Away by Jevtovic. It was nice from Koizumi. Space here for Ogiwara. Ooh, dwelt on that, Letalek. And the offside flag is up anyway, but Letalek got away with one there. Oh, actually, he's given a yellow card for simulation here. Let's have a look. Well, looks to me as if there was a little bit of contact. It's not much, but Letalek, I don't think, knew that Takahashi was coming there. So Takahashi booked for simulation. A bit of a nervy wait here for Damien Letalek, because they are going to check, and I did wonder if that would be the case, that the referee would be sent to the monitor, because it did seem to me that there was a little bit of contact. You can see it here. Letalek doesn't know that Takahashi's coming. Thought initially they might have waved it off for a previous offside in the build-up, but that isn't the case. And actually the decision was originally given as simulation against Takahashi. Just here. It's only a tap, but it's whether the referee thinks that's enough, having looked at it again, to award the penalty. Letalek has no idea he's coming. That's the first thing. Takes the touch. Referee's had a look at it. Penalty! And Damien Letalek's AFC Champions League goes from bad to worse. An own goal on match day 1 against Pohang Steelers. And now he has given the penalty after Takahashi was originally booked for diving. The decision is penalty. Well, that's what the technology's there for. And Urawa Red Diamonds will have the chance to double their advantage. And you have to give Takahashi a lot of credit, actually, for being alive to the possibilities. And Alexander Schultz with the opportunity here. He's already scored a couple of goals in the AFC Champions League in his time with the club. Is he going to make it number 3? Boytan Chur will try and stop him. Big moments in the game, this. It's Alexander Schultz, and it is 2-0. And the champions are making an early statement here. 2 goals inside 19 minutes. And it is the Japanese team who are in command. Calm, cool, and collected. And Maciej Skorda's team 2-0 up already. Oh, what a nightmare for Damien Letalek. Scored that own goal on match day 1, and he's put his team in trouble here. Bozidar Bandovic spoke with great confidence ahead of the game, felt that his team could learn from what happened against Pohang Steelers. Bandovic named as Vietnam's Coach of the Year in 2023. But his team faces a mountain to climb here. It's a big step up against the team that won this tournament last time out. And here is Conte, Jose Conte. Good save by Boytan Chur. Follow-up cross deflected away by Marçal. Well, not quite one-way traffic in the first 20 minutes, but close to it. And Hanoi with work to do. Bit of room to manoeuvre here. He's just looking for the run of Tagu. Again, it's Joel Tagu, but Schultz for company. Takahashi won that penalty, trying to win the free kick, and actually has it given against him for handball, I suspect. He's on his way down already. And then there's the handball. I think that was a fairly straightforward decision to give in terms of whether it was handball. Signed in January, Takahashi. Scored against Gamba Osaka last month. That was his first goal for the club. He's given away this free kick. In the end with the free kick, and that's comfortable for Nishikawa. 37 now, Shusaku Nishikawa. It's his 429th appearance tonight for Urawa Red Diamonds. He made his J-League debut all the way back in 2005. Very neat and tidy indeed from Yasui. Here is Hiroki Sakai. Back in the team tonight, the captain, Sakai. Forward by Ogiwara. First quarter of the game has very much gone the host's way. Comfortably won their playoff 3-0 against Hong Kong side Lee Man. Started the group stage with a 2-2 draw, as we know. Twice having to come from behind. They are 10 games unbeaten in all competitions, and it shows. Here is Sekine. Pham will try and clear, and does. Tuan Hai Pham, and Sakai did really well. Didn't give up the chase, used his strength. Very impressive. Space opened up there for Takahashi and Koizumi on the other side. Is the danger for Hanoi if they overcommit in attack, trying to get back into the game? There will be spaces for the hosts to exploit. Contact. Koizumi. A bit tentative there. Here's Tagu. Cameroon international, Joel Tagu. Played plenty of football in Brazil. Played for a number of clubs, including Cruzeiro and Havaí. One of the things Hanoi haven't been able to do is really get Kion into the game. Here's Tagu though, Kion in the box, but will the ball reach him? Pham. And Kriet in the end couldn't open things up. Space here for Tagu, he's got more in the box this time. Couldn't get the ball in, and there were 3 or 4 Hanoi players left disappointed there, and you can see they've not had a goal attempt yet. Urawa Red Diamonds well on top so far. Just to make things worse for the visitors, Urawa have racked up 6 clean sheets in the last 10 games. They've got the best defensive record in the whole J-League. They've only conceded 22 goals in 29 league games. So that's the scale of the task that faces the Vietnamese visitors today. Takahashi. Rather slowed that down when he didn't need to. Takahashi had Plenty of options. Sakai, Koizumi, Sakai. Van Kviet Nguyen. Finding it really difficult to progress the ball, Hanoi. Here's Mando. Marçal. Spell of possession here for Hanoi, and the home fans don't particularly like it, as you'd expect. This is the way to play their way back into the game, to try and get a feel for it, to try and build some confidence. Lutelek. If you're thinking the name's familiar, it's because it is. His older brother, Anthony Lutelek, used to play for Liverpool. Mando. Koizumi. Rather dwelt on that. Marçal. It's not a bad spell, this, for Hanoi. Keeping possession well, but it's how they progress it into the final third that's the challenge. Bung Dung Do. Jevtovic. Reds just in their shape, daring the visitors to play through them. Plenty to aim for in the penalty area, but will the ball get there? Marçal. Bung Dung Do. He's asking a lot of Tagu, who has actually got there against Sakai. Bung Dung Do. Marçal. Home fans are not enjoying this. But it makes sense for Urawa Reds just to hold off and stay in their shape. Possession without penetration at the moment. Jevtovic. That was a better idea. Couldn't quite find Van Kviet Nguyen. Experienced player, Van Kviet Nguyen, the captain, 41 caps for Vietnam. He's looking for his 50th goal for Hanoi tonight. Approaching the half-hour mark, and the home team in control, but certainly since going 2-0 up, visitors have had a bit more of the ball. Although to no great effect. Nishikawa not really tested so far. Rampaging run by Schultz. Takes a lot to bring him down, and eventually was brought down, and the free kick is given. It was Tan Chung Nguyen with the challenge. Well, they had a go there. Eventually, Tan Chung Nguyen with the foul. Space here for Ogiwara. It's a good challenge in the end by Do. 3 efforts on target, 2 of those have proven to be goals. I'm very interested to see if that strike from Conte early on goes down as his goal or an own goal. It was his initial effort that was on target, and there was a bit of confusion on the goal line as they tried to clear it. Well, that long spell of possession by Hanoi has nearly evened things up in the overall possession stakes, but still haven't managed a serviceable goal attempt yet. Did, of course, score twice on match day 1, but you could argue that Pohang Steelers had loosened up a bit by then, considering they were 4-0 up. Away by Letalek. Was his debut, that match day 1 game. Own goal in his first game, penalty given away in his second. He'll hope for better as his career develops with Hanoi. Good aggressive defending that by Schultz. He's had to do that a few times, just step out of that back line. Urawa Reds' next game is a massive one. It's a huge J-League match at their title rivals, Yokohama Marinos. Games come thick and fast. Bearing in mind you have to win the group to make sure you qualify for the knockout phase in the AFC Champions League. There's not really any room to take your collective foot off the accelerator. As for Hanoi, this is the only show in town for them at the moment. They don't start their season for a few weeks yet. Did finish last season strongly. They won 4 of the last 5 league games. Ended up losing the title race on goal difference. Finished behind the champions Hanoi Police after the championship round. Again, Hanoi knocking the ball around gently, but not really finding the change of pace they need to open things up. Letalek. Marçal. Ticking towards the final 10 minutes of this first half. Marçal under pressure from Takahashi. Again, Schultz, front foot, aggressive, getting there ahead of Tagu. Nien. He's taken up some good positions, Van Kuyet Nien, but captain hasn't really been able to make best use of them yet. Koizumi. Those goals for Urawa Reds have extended the streak for Hanoi. None of their last 19 games now have ended goalless. That's a run that stretches back to February. They have been scoring goals. Look at the back end of their league season, they were scoring regularly. Obviously scored a couple of goals on match day 1 in a losing cause. There is firepower in this team. They've not really managed to release it. Ogiwara. Sekine. Koizumi, urged to shoot. Made space for the shot here, and it does go in. And it is Takahashi who extends the advantage. Goalkeeper will maybe feel he could have done a little better, but Takahashi, who's been a threat all the way through, extends the advantage. Koizumi was really clever there. And then once he'd made the space, Toshiki Takahashi found the bottom corner. Goalkeeper a little slow to go down, maybe. Wet surface, ball picking up speed, and he just couldn't get there. It's only his second goal for the club, and he has looked very bright in this first half, and it's 3-0. Broughton there ahead of Kion. Not been able to get the ball to Kion in dangerous areas, and he is an informed striker. 8 goals in his 11 appearances for the club up until tonight. It was well won by Koizumi, who set up that goal for Takahashi. Turned down the chance to shoot himself and teed up a teammate instead. The champions showing why they're the champions in this first half. Conte still going. Just couldn't get the shot away, but it's a good run from him. It's a long way back for Hanoi now. Good delivery and very well dealt with by Schultz. He's been excellent at the heart of that Urawa Red Diamonds rear guards. Lutelek. Now Jevtovic. It's good delivery, and the header was really strong and pushed away by Nishikawa. That's the kind of chance that Tagu's been waiting for all evening so far, and finally got it. It was a lovely delivery by Jevtovic, and Nishikawa well placed. It's the first time the veteran's been called into action tonight, and he did well. First meaningful attempt on target for the visitors. Schultz, surging run. Rather ran out of room. Popular figure, Alexander Schultz. Kind of full-blooded character that fans always do take to. Tagu here, quite a powerful header. Actually did really well. Good leap, generated the venom he needed. Just a little too close to the goalkeeper. But still a good reaction from Nishikawa. Hoibrad. Space opening up here and deflected and off the post and off the goalkeeper. Sekine very close to making it 4-0. And Boytancher got a bit of fortune there. Good work from Conte. Shot deflected off the defender, off the post and off the goalkeeper. Would have been Sekine's 36th goal for Urawa Red Diamonds in his career with them. Averages around about a goal every 10 games or so. You have to give Hanoi credit for the way they've not let their heads drop, the way they've kept pushing, kept trying to get on the ball. Nobody's hiding, but it's just that quality to progress the ball that's been lacking at times. I think the visiting fans can be proud of what they've seen from their team. It's a big step up, this. Not played in the group stage before. And they're up against the reigning champions. This is about as tough as it gets. Wood's come for Tagu, and again he tests the goalkeeper. Excellent play from the Cameroon international. One touch to control, it sat up really nicely for him. And it's just instinct to hit it as hard as he possibly can. And Nishikawa delighted that that ball went more or less straight at him. Bit of fights from the Vietnamese side. Ooh, goalkeeper came a long way there. Just about sorted it out. Boytancher. It's a bit of a mix-up between him and Dwayne Mando. Not far away from being the perfect half for Urawa Reds, although they have given up those chances to Tagu in the last few minutes. And as we tick towards half-time, I think they'll be thoroughly delighted with what they've produced so far. Pressure was on them to win tonight, and they're well on the way to doing that. Tagu. Kion's delivery, and goalkeeper did well there. All picking up pace off the wet surface, and Nishikawa got good distance on that push away. Kion moving into a more creative area. Remarkably, Hanoi is Kion's 26th professional club. It's fair to say he's been around the block. Really stayed anywhere for that long. He's made a good impression with Hanoi so far. Vietnamien. It's the one final effort before half-time for the visitors. Jevtovic has really shown he can cross the ball. Sure, Vietnamien was quite on the same wavelength there. Quickly enough, he realised a bit too late what Jevtovic wanted to do. 3 additional minutes. Kion. Well, why not? He's always rising from Kion. It's not easy to come here, go 3-0 down and play the way they've played in the latter part of this half. I'm sure the travelling fans will recognise that effort. Flick on by Takahashi. Masao. Again, they're streaming forwards here. Taku looking for Kion. And again, the goalkeeper well placed. They keep on pushing here, the visitors. And he's offside, Taku there. It's a good line from the hosts defensively. The idea was right. Flick on from Conte. Thunderous strike in the 9th minute. Started things off. Takahashi still going. Conte! Good save by Boytancher. Just trying to bend that inside the far post, and the veteran goalkeeper gets across well. Good play from Takahashi to keep on going through contacts. And you can see exactly what he's trying to do. It's a nice height for the goalkeeper, but he's still got to react. He's still got to get a firm hand to it. And that's exactly what the 37-year-old did. Final minute of added time in this first half. Already scored from one corner. Ken Iwao to take it. Sakai won the header away by Letalek. The champions are doing what they need to do here. They've been fairly conservative at 3-0. Happy to just keep the visitors at arm's length. And the defending champions are in fine form. 3-0 up at the break. Goals from Jose Conte, although it may well go down as an own goal. Alexander Schultz with a penalty, and then Toshiki Takahashi firing in a third. Hanoi have played with intent, but haven't been able to make the most of the chances they created late in the half. And it is very much the Japanese team who are in control at the break. Half-time, Urawa Red Diamonds 3, Hanoi 0. Welcome back to our coverage of this AFC Champions League clash between Urawa Red Diamonds, the defending champions, up against the Vietnamese side, Hanoi. 3-0 at half-time. Jose Conte, Alexander Schultz and Toshiki Takahashi with the goals. Long way back for the visitors in the second half. And it would be, if they were to see this out, Urawa Red Diamonds' first win of this AFC Champions League season, having drawn their opening game. And a change in midfield, Kai Shibato replacing Ken Iwao. So one suspects a straight change at the heart of that midfield. Been with the club since 2018. So Kai Shibato comes on. Hanoi still adjusting to life as a unit, really. They've made a lot of signings ahead of the new season, but haven't started that campaign in Vietnam yet. And it's a team with promise, no doubt about that, but maybe not everything is clicking so far. So can Hanoi turn these promising opportunities they've been creating into a goal, just to put a bit of pressure on the defending champions, or will the Japanese Giants keep or maybe even extend their advantage? Good cross from Sakai, just touched away from Sekine. Ogiwara's cross comfortably dealt with. Just joining us, just the one change at half-time. Kai Shibato on for Ken Iwao. No changes for the visitors so far. Conte, a bit loose, well won by Van Kiet Nguyen. Tan Chung Nguyen. Now Tuan Hai Pham, Marcel under pressure quickly from Conte. Japanese clubs have won the AFC Champions League 8 times. Only South Korean clubs have been more successful in the history of the competition. Urawa Red Diamonds didn't actually win their group last season, finished second on goal difference behind the South Korean side Daegu. But they did win 5-0 in the round of 16, 4-0 in the quarterfinals, edged out Jeonbuk Motors on penalties in the semis, and then beat Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia 2-1 on aggregate in a two-legged final. And it is a club with real pedigree. Urawa Red Diamonds, champions of Japan 5 times, the most recent success in 2006, so it has been a while. They've won the Emperor's Cup on 8 occasions, last lifted that trophy back in 2021. Match day 3 later this month. Hanoi visit Wuhan 3 towns. Urawa's next game is here against Pohang Steelers. Takahashi, who was caught. Here is Schultz, who caught the eye in the first half, not just with his penalty, but with a lot of good front foot defending. As well pickpocketed by Marcel. Tagu finding Kwietnien. Space here for foul. That's neat and tidy. And it was a good run from Hung Dung-do. Again, not quite an end product, but not for the first time tonight. Some really nice approach play. Run here from Do was very clever. And forced the defensive intervention from Schultz. Get in the end to take. Goalkeeper comes, it was fisted downwards really, back into the danger area, and the volley is wide of the target from Joel Tagu, who's looked the most likely scorer tonight for Hanoi. Wasn't hugely convincing from Nishikawa. He was a bit unlucky, Tagu, to miss the African Cup of Nations with Cameroon in 2019. He was diagnosed with a heart problem, so he missed that tournament, but it hasn't affected his career since then. Hanoi do have some statistical encouragement in the sense they've scored at least twice in 6 of their last 8 competitive matches. They do score goals. They have made some really promising positions here. Admittedly, against a team that is in a comfortable position and has maybe just eased off a touch since it went 3-0 up. Braten's delivery, Sakai on the chase, and all the way through to Boytan Chur. It's really well done. There's Sekine. Such an industrious character, Takehiro Sekine. And here's Koizumi. Good block by Latala Katsubi. Koizumi was about to pull the trigger there. Braten's header ahead of Tagu. Sekine. It spells in Belgium and Germany, Takehiro Sekine. Turn by Shibato, the half-time substitute. Big space is opening up here. And he'll go for it from range, Sekine, and that is wild. He's not a regular goal scorer. He's only ever scored 3 times in the AFC Champions League, Takehiro Sekine. Says it's a special tournament to him, Sekine. Says he knows he's not always guaranteed to start, but he wants to compete whenever he does. He's certainly put his stamp on this game with his energy in midfield and his willingness to break forward whenever he can. Koizumi. Neat and tidy, Sakai was coming back from an offside position. And the offside flag has gone up. The timing was a little bit off there. Not sure Sakai was the best option. You see Van Tung Nguyen come on for Kion. Rather frustrating evening for Kion. He's not really got the service to do any damage, and so the 22-year-old Van Tung Nguyen comes on. In his debut for Vietnam in June. He's at Hanoi Youth Products. Interesting to see if that means Tagu goes through the middle full-time now. Pham. Decision does go his way, but he was taking a risk handling that ball. Tuan Hai Pham. Well won by Conte. He's led the line well so far tonight, Jose Conte. Takahashi. Space here for Højbjerg. Sekine. He was asking a bit too much of Ogiwara. Tidy play that from the substitute. Jevtovic, that was well seen by Yasui. He's done a good job, the heart of that midfield, Kaito Yasui. Just filled in the gaps when necessary. Koizumi. Sakai. Urawa, a little bit more front foot in this second half. Was a spell in the first half once they'd gone 3-0 up, but they were quite happy for Hanoi to have possession. Koizumi couldn't quite tiptoe his way through. Went by Pham, not very far. It's well won by Sekine. Options left and right. Conte, Koizumi. And the shot driven in, deflected. Conte scores! But the flag does go up. I think he suspected that was the case, but still a nice finish anyway. And these days you have to make sure and then work it out afterwards. But I think on this occasion, it is fair to say that he was a long way off. I mean, the only thing you would say is whether it's a new phase, but I think we could say that that was a legitimate offside. No complaints from the player involved. Here's Jevtovic, can't quite get there. He's had some nice touches on that right-hand side, a couple of really dangerous crosses. One for Tagu in the first half. Player that was signed from the Norwegian club Odd. He's had spells in Turkey, Denmark. Recent signing, it's only his 10th appearance for the club tonight. followed by Schultz. He's played really well tonight, Schultz. Koizumi asking the question. No free kick awarded. It's buzzed around dangerously. Yoshio Koizumi is involved in the third goal. Latalek. It's a bit loose there. Marçal made something out of nothing there. Fan. And again. Fam's delivery, and the header is rather tame in the end. From the substitute, Pham Tung Nguyen. Good work from Pham. Takahashi was twisted inside and out here. He's there to be attacked. Just behind him. Sekine going for goal, and that's comfortable for Boyten Chur. He was on his way down before the shot was really even taken. Much more purpose about Urawa Red Diamonds at the start of this second half than there was late in the first. welcome back, and apologies for any disruption to your picture that you may have experienced. You've missed no goals. Corner whipped in with pace. Goalkeeper did well, actually. Buitanchur had to really stretch there. So Junpei Hayakawa has come on as substitute. He takes this corner. And they attack it really well. And Urawa Red Diamonds make it 4. They were queuing up at the far posts. Sekine attacked it. And we'll see here what a good ball in that was from the substitutes just come on, Hayakawa, and Sekine got in ahead of Høybråten. And he deserves that goal. He's played with real industry tonight, and it's only his 4th ever goal in the AFC Champions League. He's not the tallest, but he made a mockery of that. Very popular player in Saitama. And it is 4-0 for the champions of the AFC Champions League. Change here for the visitors then, and it is Sun Man Pham coming on. I'm just checking the goal. Presumably to see if anybody was interfering with the goalkeeper in an offside position. Certainly Sekine was okay because it was from the corner, but I suppose the only situation would be if there was a player offside blocking the goalkeeper. That's what they're just going to check through. Let's have a look. So it's there, it's Schultz. Is he offside, is he interfering? That's what they've got to check. But the check is complete. There is no reprieve for Hanoi. Change was Dwayne Mando taken off and replaced by Sun Man Pham. Home fans in full voice. Team has been a bit more switched on in this second half. They were very, very good, of course, for most of the first half, but just had that spell towards half-time where they just moved down the gears, having done effectively what they came to do. But I think they may have been given a bit of gentle encouragement from the coach, Maciej Skorza. Wanted his team to make a statement, and they've extended their advantage in this second half. Space is opened up here. Hayakawa. Sekine goes down, penalty. It is Marçal who picks up the yellow card for giving away the spot kick. They were suddenly carved open there on the counter-attack, and again, young Junpei Hayakawa, the 17-year-olds, who made it happen, found Sekine, and Sekine clearly caught as he moved inside the challenge of Marçal. And I don't really think Marcel and company can complain about that. Raining hard and potentially raining goals. This could be number 5. Schultz took the first penalty. He's not going to take this one. Jose Conte with the chance to score again. Scored that late leveller against Wuhan 3 Towns on match day 1. And this would just put even more icing on the Urawa Red Diamonds cake. It's Jose Conte to try and make it 5-0. Saved! But on the follow-up, smashed in. Boyd Sancher sees his joy turn to ashes very, very quickly. And it is 5-0 in Saitama. Jose Conte on target again. It's a good save. It was a firmly struck penalty. Nice height for the goalkeeper. And then he's got no chance on the follow-up. Struck with real determination. And he's loving life in Saitama, the 33-year-old. He has reached double figures for the club tonight in terms of goals scored. I think Urawa Red Diamonds will feel it's more of a reflection of how the game's gone, but there was a spell where Hanoi were creating lots of chances. I think the thing that will alarm their coach is the fact that they've conceded 9 goals already in their first 2 AFC Champions League games in the group stage. A couple of changes here. We're going to see that man on the right, Shinzo Kuroki, come on, and he is the club's record goal scorer. 155 goals in 393 games for Urawa Red Diamonds. Also going to see Ekanit Panya. He's a Thai international. Jeftovic. Home fans making all the noise and very much enjoying themselves. That's a good effort by Pham. That was a really good effort. So here are the changes, and Conte makes way for Goroki. So it's a straight change in attack. Conte, who got the scoring started with this effort, trying to clear it off the line, but couldn't do it, Hanoi. And he's since added that second goal. And it is also Takahashi who's making way. He scored the 3rd goal. Ekanit Panya comes on. Kuroki, 37 years old now. Coach just having to explain himself to some extent. No striker ever likes being taken off when they think they're on a hat-trick. Space opening up here for Panya. Hayakawa, he's been super since coming on. He's a product of the youth academy here, Junpei Hayakawa. They rate him very, very highly. Shibato. Here's Sekine on the move again. He's been tireless so far tonight. Panya. These are the hard yards for Hanoi now. Had their spell where they had their chances, didn't take them. But they have been largely outplayed and outclassed tonight, and that's understandable, given the fact they're facing the champions of Asia, given the fact that they've never played in the group stage of this tournament before, given the fact that 17 years ago the club only just came into existence. This is David versus Goliath, as it was always going to be. But it might not always be like that for Hanoi. It's nights like this that will educate them. Is Letalek. Quite what he had in mind as a defender. First two appearances, conceding a total of 9 goals so far. Final quarter of an hour. Hanoi actually ahead on passes, and they have had spells of possession where they've been knocking the ball around. But the truth is that Urawa have let them have the ball at times. A lot of that possession was at 3-0 down in the latter part of the first half. It's been a spirited display. Foul by Letalek on Panya. Goroki. Sekine. Panya. Wonder how bold they'll be in looking for more goals. Here is Sekine. Of course, it could be a tight group. It's a point that is worth repeating, that only the group winners are guaranteed qualification for the knockout phase. There will be some runners-up who make it and some who don't. Hayakawa. Hoibraten spreading the play. Sekine. He looks as though he's running with the energy levels of somebody who's just come on. Sekine. Extraordinary. Hoibraten. Space opening up here for Panya. It was pretty good defending in the end from Sulman Pham. So triple change here. We'll see Hai Long Nien come on for the captain. We'll see Letalek replaced as well by Van Dung Nguyen. We're also going to see Van Tuan Dao come on. Ringing the changes, try and get minutes for more of his players as they build towards the new domestic season. Urawa Red Diamonds' next game in the league, in the AFC Champions League, is here. Pohang Steelers, which will be an important game, you feel. Hanoi on the road again on match day 3 in China against Wuhan Three Towns. Nice idea from Hayakawa just to play that with the outside of the boots, and then the shot It's rather wild, truth be told. Full-back, Ayumu Ohata. Well, they're going to have tougher tests than this, Urawa Reds, but they've played well. You get the sense, to an extent, they've played within themselves as well. They're capable of more than this, which is a frightening message for the rest of the AFC Champions League. Japanese side will expect to go deep in this competition. It's always going to be a game they were expected to win, but the manner of it has been what has been impressive. They've looked full of firepower. If you can bring on a player in Shinzo Kuroki, pretty impressive. That's a great ball. Can he get the shots away? He can. Good block. Panya. Initial effort was from Ogiwara. Hayakawa. Kuroki. It's good work from Ohata. Sekine. Desperate for this 6th goal, it seems, and Hanoi having to really dig in there, keep them at arm's length. They wanted the corner, and the corner never came. It's going to be 11 games unbeaten now for Urawa Red Diamonds. Last defeat was in mid-August when they lost 2-1 at Sanfrecce Hiroshima. At home, it's now 16 games without defeat, including this one. As Hoybroughton makes sure there. Last time they lost at home was mid-May. They lost here against Sagan Tosu. That's not quite the result they hoped for, but just to see their team in the group stage of the AFC Champions League for the first time is something to behold. The initial flick, it should be cleared, it is. They've not hidden Hanoi tonight. Kept on pushing, kept on going. It's well one back. Bit of space here for Sekine. Kuroki towards Panya. Away by Marcel. Do look a bit leggy now, Hanoi. You can understand that. Spent a lot of the game chasing. Sekine. Not sure he's ever looked tired in his life. Takehiro Sekine, what a tireless performance he's put in. Forcing the corner. Be young Hayakawa to take this. He looks a real talent, full of bright ideas, Junpei Hayakawa. It's another really good corner, headed away by Marcel. Offside is the decision. Just 17, he's come into a big AFC Champions League game with no fear at all. affected the game. Set up a goal from a corner. It was his fine break that ultimately led to the penalty. Second penalty we've had tonight. That's well won by Ohata. Goroki. You can see what he was trying to do. He was just trying to tickle that through to Panya. And given away, good save. And loose and smashed in. And it is Panya who strikes. His debut for the club, and he marks it with a goal. Well worked here. After it was given away, it was a good strike by Ohata, pushed away by Boytanchur, and there was Panya, the Thai international, who responds. Not a bad way to mark your first appearance for the club. On loan from Wangtong. Talk about starters you mean to go on. 6-0. Akanit Panya. It has been a thrashing. Three goals in the first half, 3 goals in the second. And here's again Panya. Hayakawa, they're in the mood for more here. Hayakawa, good save. Did really well, actually, Boytanchur, because that was moving. He has scored for the club, Hayakawa, scored in the J-League Cup, but he's never scored in the AFC Champions League. He was close there. I suspect it won't take him long. Rising star. Had to just about clear the penalty area. Smart from Schultz, he let it run. Well, he's saying that that's a new phase of play because he didn't get involved. Take the point. Well, it's been a rude awakening to some extent for Hanoi. This is the level you have to get to in the AFC Champions League. 2 games, 10 goals conceded. It's not a team that has experience at this level, really. There's a lot of work for the coach to do. But this is a statement from Urawa Red Diamonds. Glimpse of what they're capable of. How will they do against stronger opposition? That game here against Pohang Steelers on match day 3, a must-watch, I have to say. It's going to be fascinating entertainment. And so many games will be in this competition over the next few months. Surge from Ogiwara, who's looked just as good on the right-hand side since Sakai went off as he did on the left. It's not an easy thing to do that. Cover 2 full-back positions. Hayakawa, Koroki. Just dwelt on that a bit. Shinzo Koroki. Another game closer to 400 for the club for Koroki's got 27 goals in the AFC Champions League. It's a remarkable record down the years. drop of the shoulder from Sun Man Pham, but didn't work out, but he'll get it again. Here he is, on loan from Song Lam. 5 caps for Vietnam, the number 7. Shot from range, brilliantly pushed onto the frame of the goal by Nishikawa. That was world-class goalkeeping. Barely seen the ball in the last few minutes, and yet, when required to make a top save, he did just that. Was Tuan Hai Pham trying to hit it. That's a really good save, because that ball is moving away from him at speed, and he somehow managed to get to it, and not only get to it, but push it hard enough to push it onto the frame of the goal. Well, it's a great run, and goes down. Referee says no penalty. Hai Long Nien with the slaloming run. How much contact is there? Yeah, none at all. Referee perfectly placed. I suppose it's an argument to say that Hanoi probably deserve a goal, if you think it works that way. Into the first of 2 additional minutes. There are elements of Hanoi's game tonight that they'll be proud of. Have been overpowered and outplayed. Could there be a 7th? Schultz suddenly deciding to play at centre forward, the captain. Final 30 seconds of the contest. That's the one final push for Hanoi, not this time. Well taken by Ogiwara. Another one who came through the youth ranks with Urawa Red Diamonds. 23. Referee takes a look at the watch. The holders of the AFC Champions League mean business. A statement win for Urawa Red Diamonds. A couple of goals from Jose Conte. Penalty from Alexander Schultz. Goal from Toshiki Takahashi. And a further strike from Sekine and then Panya. And that has given the hosts a 6-0 victory. Ultimately, they have swept their Vietnamese opponents aside, although the visitors had their moments. Tagu had some chances. Goalkeeper Shusaku Nishikawa had to make a number of excellent saves, actually, but the final score is Urawa Red Diamonds 6, Hanoi 0.